seemed like Lord Sun Ce really would live up to the nickname Little Conqueror. But now...
That's probably why it happened.
Handsome is this officer with the clear-eyed gaze that everyone talks
of. We need you to join the attack on Lujiang as well. We don't expect it to be an especially difficult battle, but if we don't deal with this properly, these fights could continue long into the future. Ever since Sun Ce died, fear has been brewing throughout the kingdom, and even within our own ranks. The rebellion in Lujiang is being fueled by Cao Cao's meddling. But it never would have happened under Sun Ce's leadership. We must put out this fire before it spreads any further. The future of Wu is at stake. It might not be worth much coming from me, but there is no need to worry. Lord Sun Quan is a fine leader of the House of Sun in his own right. While he may not have the bravery of Sun Ce, he is both wise and decisive. It seems he is stumbling under the weight of his new responsibilities at the moment, but I know he will stand strong and become a pillar for Wu. What purpose does a subject have without faith in his leader? That is the way I see it.
It is indeed very unfortunate that he lost both his father and a brother, but he cannot expect to lead if he continues to be so timid.
Lord Zhengjiao, you may wish to speak a bit more softly.
I must speak loudly if I am to be heard.
If you doubt our leader's ability, you should close your mouth and raise your banner in revolt. That's what I would do.
If you lack the conviction to challenge him, keep it to yourself, Zheng Jiao. Nothing's more useless than a retainer who offers only compliments.
I did not intend to sow doubt. But as it stands, Lord Sun Quan is the leader of a kingdom. If he doesn't get a hold of himself soon, there will be trouble. Hopefully, the next battle will be a turning point for him.
Despite what he says, I get the feeling that Chang Chao is more worried about Lord Xuan Chuan than any of us.
Yes, true loyalty can be a difficult thing to perceive. Be that as it may, we are only officers in the House of Sun. It is not our duty to meddle in our leader's personal affairs.
Very true. There are some things that Lord Xuan Chuan must face himself. For now, we should keep our thoughts to ourselves and prepare for battle. That is the best way to express our devotion to our Lord.
Everyone is uneasy after what happened to my brother. It's times like these that I need to hold my head up high. I know very well that neither he nor father would ever give up and lose heart. I'll be fine. Besides, there is no way a daughter of the Sun clan could ever avert her eyes from our troubles. Both my father and Suo would valiantly lead our forces into battle to claim victory with their own hands, surviving the world at its worst. That is what brought our people under their command. Simply being born into the Sun clan is not enough to earn their respect. The leader of the Sun clan must prove their strength. And right now, our leader, my brother Chuan, is struggling. This means that I will have to lead our troops into battle in his place. In times of trouble, family is the one thing we can always rely on. I'm really going to have to be at my best.
Lord Sun Chuan, you look rather discouraged.
Oh, Taishitsu. The moment word of my brother's death began to spread, a rebellion broke out. Even my inner circle has begun to lose faith in me. I'm sick of constantly being reminded of my own inadequacy. If
Lord Sun Sua certainly was capable of that. He was a great man. Perhaps that is the best way to describe him.
I have to win our next battle to prove my strength. If I am unable to do that, the warriors of Wu will never accept me as their leader. That duty is weighing very heavily on my shoulders.
If I may, Lord Sun Chuan, there are men under my command who know only of horses, and others who do nothing but read. Some can barely hold a sword. And yet, they are all excellent soldiers, with skills that can be put to great use in battle. Each of them is invaluable in their own way. The same principles applies to the differences between you and Lord Sun Sua. You cannot become Lord Sun Sua no matter how hard you try, so you should do things your own way to reveal your true strengths and abilities. What we as subjects want is not the man that Lord Sun Sua was. We simply want a leader that is worthy of our loyalty and service. Perhaps I've said too much. I will leave you now, my lord.
My own strengths. You have your own strengths and skills.
They say Lord Horn.
we can win. If Lord Sun Jian and Lord Sun Shi were here, they would be on the front lines themselves, leading us all to victory. But Lord Sun Chen has promised nothing more than to guard our backs. That may be a wise decision as a commander, but will the soldiers of Wu accept it?
I wonder. Lord Sun Quan, many of our men have expressed their dissatisfaction with our strategy for the next battle. They are wondering if the leadership of the Sun clan plans to sit back and watch as they risk their lives fighting.
I suppose I cannot avoid such doubts, but I devised this plan personally, after much consideration.
And I will be leading our troops into battle myself. I am a lady of the House of Sun. I will not be accused of inaction in the face of danger. My brother will be watching over us all as our commander. His role will be to keep a close eye on our situation in battle.
No amount of explaining will put everyone's mind at ease. I am who I am. I will never replace my father or my brother in the way you all expect. So, I will have to prove my strength with my own actions and achievements. I want you to trust me just this once. I swear that I will lead you to victory in this battle.
Well then, let us see what you can do.
Let's begin.
Listen. Hi.
Now...
down now. The death of my brother has shaken the foundations of the kingdom. That is why now, more than ever, we must put down this rebellion. I will need help from all of you to make things right. Rest assured that I too will be doing all in my power to fulfill my duties to you.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
I'll lead the charge. Everyone, follow me!
So, how exactly are we going to win this? I can't wait to see how this one plays out.
All right, they're through. Close the gate!
They blocked the path.
The enemy officer
Looks like they're trying to divide our forces.
This is a little unsettling, but we can't let fear bind us. For now, we need to face forward and keep going.
charging at the enemy's front line head-on is the kind of fighting the Sun family is known for. She really takes it a bit too far. The enemy officer has been defeated,
just as we planned. Now let your arrows fall upon them like rain.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
None of us are in retreat so they can pick us off from afar. So this was their goal.
We don't have to sit here and wait for them to shoot us. Everyone, charge forth without fear. Don't be cowed by the enemy.
It looks like our siege battalion has encountered enemy resistance. We must break through enemy lines and rush to their aid. Forward march!
The enemy officer,
They have the upper defeated. We must find a way to push them back.
Let's get serious.
been defeated.
Let's go. Let's go.
So soon, I couldn't fulfill my duty.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
The arrows have stopped? This must be my brother's doing.
Lord Sun Quan has saved us. Once again, he has read the battlefield accurately.
Commence the advance!
It seems this gate is closed tight. The enemy officer
we're going to have
has been defeated.
with a ram.
This territory.
We're going to take control of each critical location as planned. We have to establish a foothold for the siege. Begin the advance.
Let's go.
I see a chance to advance here. Now, onward! On the advance!
The enemy officer
We have
has
our
been
foothold,
defeated.
but there are still too many enemy soldiers. If we brought out the ram now, we'll destroy it easily. What we need to do now is keep taking the enemy's strongholds. We have to reduce their numbers to ensure the safety of this area.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
We keep going this way.
We can attack the enemy from behind.
The enemy
Let us
officer
attack the castle separately from the rest of our forces.
The enemy officer has been defeated. The enemy officer has been defeated. The enemy officer has been defeated.
Someone doesn't get here fast, we're done for.
The battle is more intense than I anticipated. We'll continue to fight without complaint.
The enemy officer has been defeated. The enemy officer has been defeated. So you rats are trying to get inside this way too? So predictable. I see it all. The enemy officer has been defeated. Luther, I have decided to join the siege. I'll draw the enemy to me, while the ram is prepared. The enemy officer
Sending the current
has
siege
been
battalion
defeated.
to the east. I think you've made the right choice. And I think
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Let's go. Do you really think that's enough to stop us? All that's left is to scatter the enemies blocking our path. Onward! Will someone please notice me? I need help!
Everyone listen! As of now, I am taking over the siege.
The enemy
You
officer
all to march
has
east.
been defeated.
Join forces with our allies there to attack the enemy from behind.
Brother, we shall do as you say and press
This
onward.
territory
We trust
is
your
ours.
judgment. Begin the advance.
This is not working out. Is my training not enough?
My power alone is insufficient for a comeback.
What would Sun Tzu have done in this situation?
The enemy officer
He
has
probably
been
would have gone
defeated.
east, perhaps even alone. But Lord Sun Quan is different. He consulted with others and made a prudent decision. He values the lives of his people and does all he can to keep them
This
safe.
territory
That is what makes him fit to rule our kingdom.
All right, let's start getting the ram ready. We'll stand our ground here and keep the enemy at bay.
Luck shines on us this day. Keep it up!
You are a true warrior of the three kingdoms.
Indeed, the enemy officer
All right,
has been defeated.
the ram looks ready. Lord, We await your orders.
Now's the time to break down the castle gate and finish this fight!
This territory is ours.
Let's go.
I have defeated the enemy officer. I have defeated the enemy officer. It's your turn.
You are just in time. We're about to begin the counterattack.
This territory.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Keep it up.
Let's go. Let's go.
Yes!
The enemy officer has been defeated.
This territory is ours.
Let's go.
Amazing!
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Be grateful that I will be the one to bring you down.
Coming in through the front gate. We don't stop them.
The enemy officer
Most
has
fortunate.
been defeated.
Don't let up.
The enemy officer has been defeated. The enemy officer has been defeated. Let's go.
That gate has been breached. How? We had countermeasures in place.
The enemy officer has been defeated. The enemy officer has been defeated.
Fledgling like you outsmart me.
You're right. I am just a fledgling. That's why you need to remember this. Today, you were defeated not by me, but by the kingdom of U, and all the hopes and bonds of its people.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Keep up. Good work.
To impress me with your feats. Been defeated.
My strength
enemy officer has been defeated. You've come. There is little to worry about with your presence here. The enemy officer has been defeated.
Did it. Thanks, everyone. Father. Brother. I think I can see it now. The kingdom that I must create. Listen up, everyone! As you look, I don't have the strength. However, I have my own way of fighting. And that is what will allow me to lead you all to victory. Our path forward will not open before a single hero leading the charge. It will be the combined strength of all who reside in the kingdom of U. That incredible force will carry us into a glorious new future. That is how U will fight together and thrive together from now on.
There are those who fight boldly on the front lines, and those who valiantly guard our backs. We cannot win if either force is missing. You will all come to understand that very clearly in this battle.
In this kingdom, and in this army, no one is without a purpose. Each and every one of you is irreplaceable, like family. I trust that everyone will contribute to U in their own unique way. Please, all of you, lend me your strength.
Are you seeing this, my friend? Your little brother might just achieve even greater things than you did.
The battle to restore order in Lujiang ended very favorably.
It was all thanks to Lord Sun Quan discovering his own strengths. He has brought our forces closer together than ever before. And I'm sure this will help to crush the ambitions of those who are looking to stir up trouble in the kingdom.
You still have Cao Cao's meddling to contend with, but this is wonderful news.
Quite. And it certainly doesn't hurt to have a steady flow of incoming talent like yourself.
Oh, I wouldn't consider myself talented. I still have much to learn, which I plan to remedy with rigorous study.
That's what I'd like to hear. The future of Wu is secure with you, Guimeng. Now, about our next battle.
I think with the momentum we have now, the time is right. We should march on Jing and avenge Lord Sun Jian by defeating Guangzhou. If we can all rally behind the same goal and unite as one to achieve it, our bonds with each other will grow even stronger.
There are certainly many among us who desire revenge on him. Whatever the case, we cannot take this plan any further on our own. We should first ask Lord Sun Quan for his judgment on the matter.
They want to take down Guangzhou.
It's just an idea being discussed for now. I figured this would be a good time to hear everyone's thoughts on the matter.
Not even Lord Sun Ca was able to avenge the death of Lord Sun Jian. We're certainly able and willing to do it now, but...
Is there something worrying you, Father?
No, I just thought it was a bit too soon to stir up trouble. But if this is what Lord Sun Quan desires, then we will respect his wishes.
I too agree with the decision to attack Guangzhou. I imagine that Lord Sun Quan also wishes to claim Jing for himself before Cao Cao is able to get his hands on it. But avenging one's father is a very noble pursuit in and of itself. Succeeding will likely earn Lord Sun Quan a great deal of renown.
Ling Cao, you have been blessed with a very bright son. I envy you. Ling Tong, I'm sure you'll grow into an indispensable officer for Wu. I hope to see great things from you. And with that, I will take my leave. I still need to discuss this with everyone else.
Ling Tong, I don't want to see you letting all that praise go to your head. You must always act with awareness of your own standing. We will do all that is necessary in the service of the House of Sun. That is our duty. Never forget that.
You don't need to tell me these things, Father. I'm not a child anymore. Well...
We'll get to see Lord Sun Ca again, right, Mom? Yes, I'm sure, honey.
Good to...
Lord Han Dong does so much for such little recognition.
Everyone says that damn Cao Cao is going to rule this land.
Do you think this deployment is...
I can't believe we won't have Lord Sun Ca brightening our days.
There you are. Come with me, yeah?
Hey. Sorry to call you out to a place like this.
you've made some impressive strides since we last met. You're working for that Sun Tzu now, right? That's why we can't really meet up out in the open anymore. Huh? Can't let anyone get suspicious of you fraternizing with a guy like me. Well, rumor has it, your deeds are the reason everyone's been talking about the Sun clan. Not bad. Not bad at all. It's a waste not to take credit for what you've done. Hold your head up high, why don't you? In the end, I decided to settle down too, and accepted an appointment invitation. But my lord, ain't much to speak of. The guy won't give me a damn thing to do. I'm lucky if I get some errands to run. Otherwise, I sleep the days away just to kill time. I don't know if the guy doesn't trust me, given my history, or if he just thinks I'm not up to the task. This ain't how I saw this going. Even you can tell, huh? Well, the guys who trusted me enough to come with me are getting frustrated. But don't worry, I won't ask you to put in a good word for us with your people or anything like that. Don't know why, but talking with you always calms me down. Anyway, there's more than one way of doing things. I can get my skills recognized, then jump ship and set sail on a different vessel. My voyage has only just begun. This is just a little squall out of the gate. Hardly enough to sink my ambitions. Look at you, acting all high and mighty. Still, I don't mind some encouragement. You're you, I'm me. And I'm going to find the best possible lord to serve by myself. And when I do, I'll be sure to tell you. So, look forward to hearing from me. Anyway, enough chatting. Time to get a move on. You better be ready, because you and the guys are going to have a hell of a good time. Your way in the mountains of Xingye.
Have you heard?
Saw a shop changing their sign that read Lord Yuan Shao approved to Lord Cao Cao approved.
All I want is to be able to live.
Lord Yuan Shao loved his kids, to the point he left a battle just because his son fell ill.
Way too strict. They say a bunch of his soldiers ran off on him.
Another war!
officer has been defeated.
Perfect timing. I was looking for an opportunity to test my new tactics.
Take this!
You bastard!
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Xi Huan shall take you on!
The enemy officer has been defeated.
I do not care who rules this place.
They say Lord Huanggai. I'm grateful.
I have heard you all. Your dreams for the kingdom of U and your regrets at the loss of my father. Your thoughts on these matters have convinced me to mount this attack. In fact, they have made me believe that an attack is absolutely necessary.
What? We haven't even established peace within our own borders yet. Obsessing over revenge, while ignoring the unrest brewing in our own kingdom, will bring nothing but needless bloodshed.
Of course, I do not intend to ignore our domestic affairs, which is why I will be leaving some of our most reliable officers here in U. Chengpu, Handong, and Huanggai. Make good use of Tai Shi Tzu, Zhou-Tai, and their men to guard the kingdom. It pains me not to bring you into battle against Huangzu, given that you've served since my father's day.
Lord Sun Chen, do not trouble yourself over our feelings. As your loyal officers, fulfilling our duty to you is our only desire.
You've made this decision based on your trust in our abilities. That makes it much harder to reject your request.
Forgive me. I know I ask too much of all of you. Please take good care of everyone while we are away.
We'll get to see Lord Sun Tzu again, right, Mom?
Ready to be brought down.
The enemy officer has been defeated. The enemy officer has been defeated. This territory is ours.
Lord Han Dong does so much.
I see. Aye.
At last, our battle with Huangzu is nigh. As I am sure you are aware, he is responsible for Lord Sun Jian's death. You could say that he is the sworn enemy of the House of Sun. Not even the renowned Sun Ce was able to slay him. You should be wary of the dangers this battle presents. My apologies for the needless reminder. There are rumors going around lately that he has managed to recruit a hero renowned in Jing. I believe his name was Gan Ning. This battle is, in essence, a fight to bring unity to the Sun clan. I do not want any of us to die needlessly. I will do everything in my power to prevent that, of course, but I want you to keep a close eye on everyone as well. Let's begin. Now then.
Yes.
I'm great.
Aye.
Don't let me down now. Huangzu killed my father and stood against my brother. But this time, we will make him pay for what he has done. I want all our forces to capture enemy bases on the way to the stronghold.
The enemy
Our
officer
foe is a fierce one.
has been defeated.
Remain ever vigilant.
Looking rough.
Are you ready? Remember the plan. We're going after Huangzu before our main force clashes with the enemy.
I am ready, Father. It is an honor to be entrusted with a task so important to Wu. I can't wait to show them what we're made of.
We march at once!
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Secure. Onward! We have to fight our way to the enemy's main force. Cautiously pushing their front line forward. It seems the tactics of Wu have changed once more. We will strike them off. Focus your attacks on the slower units first. Break them!
This territory is ours. They changed their strategy to counter our formation. Let's go. Huangzu will certainly be difficult to defeat. They will surely have a plan to defend themselves too. We'll just have to be extra careful as we move forward.
Prepare yourself, Huangzu. The fangs of Wu are snapping at your throat.
What the? Where did they come from? These clever beasts reached me quickly. I need to buy myself some time. Retreat for now.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
They're all yours.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Tzu, you coward! Flake, here and
The
now!
enemy officer has been defeated.
Prepare for pain!
Not so fast. The only one you're fighting here is me.
The enemy officer has been defeated. The enemy officer
pretty good.
has been defeated.
I won't hold back now. End up killing me if I do.
The enemy officer has been defeated. This territory. The enemy officer has been defeated. Let's go. You've done very well. The enemy officer has been defeated.
No.
Let's go.
Father. Father! You'll pay for this. I swear it.
Let's give it to them!
I'll slice you where you stand.
Bastard.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
So you're his son. If you want your revenge, come and get it. Being hated comes with the territory.
All right, we pulled through. Let's continue our advance to their stronghold.
Begin the advance.
Reporting!
The enemy
Lord
officer
Ling Cao has fallen
been
in battle.
defeated.
Huang Zu has fled.
What? I've underestimated them. Even though I knew how fierce Huang Zu could be. If we turn back now, the enemy will attack us from behind. We must bring down their officers and finish this fight here and now!
The enemy officer has been defeated. Let's go.
I figured they would be expecting us. Let's deal with this quickly.
Grief. Is that finally the end of it? Then we must prepare for the next attack.
Begin advancing.
We're not about to let the Sun clan lay waste to Jing. Come on! Our target is Sun Quan!
The enemy officer
Begin the advance!
The enemy officer
You
has
have
been
overcome
defeated.
great adversity. Now, strike while the iron is hot. Bring the fight to them. Commence the advance.
Where did I go wrong? Things don't look too good.
I've been waiting for this. You are a true warrior of the Three Kingdoms. Now, let's give it to them.
Infested. The enemy officer has been defeated. The enemy officer has been defeated. Now, the enemy officer has been defeated.
Must fall back.
Well done. Most impressive.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Must flee. Flee to fight another day. The next time we meet, I will defeat you.
Looks like I'm the subject of yet another troublesome grudge. But that's what war is all about.
The enemy officer
You'll understand
has been
soon
defeated.
enough.
Let's go.
proper strategy can overcome any obstacle.
I never thought we'd cross blades. I don't know whether to laugh or cry.
Blood is boiling!
I suppose it is what it is. No regrets if we fight with all we've got.
There we go! There we go!
Quite enough feathers, but at least I slowed them down.
Get alive, you louts! We're getting out of here!
I had no idea Huang Zu had such a mighty officer under his command.
We must regroup and pursue Huang Zu.
Reporting! Urgent news from headquarters. Shan-Yue uprisings are erupting across the land. Your presence is desperately needed, my lord.
It's just as I feared.
It's a shame for us to lose this chance, but needs must. Return to base!
Whoa. But we have no choice.
We're taking our troops home. Prepare for an immediate retreat!
Sir! Lord Sun Quan, please wait! We can't pull our troops out now! We're here to slay Huang Zu. We have not yet accomplished that. If you leave now, your father's death will have been in vain!
No. As the leader of the House of Sun, I cannot allow the rebellion of Shan-Yue to go on.
But I still haven't slain my father's killer. Lord Sun Quan, are you not also fighting to avenge your father's death?
Yes, I am. I despise Huang Zu. My hatred for him is just as strong as the rage you feel for the one who killed your father.
And yet...
remember what we have come here to accomplish. What would my father, my brother, and Ling Cao really ask of us? Should we relentlessly pursue their killers in a fit of rage? Only to return home to find the kingdom of Wu overrun by the Shan-Yue?
That isn't...
How could I ever face my father or my brother if I allowed such a thing to happen? We will withdraw for now, Ling Tong. I know someone as clever as you can see the wisdom in that.
Father...
Our officers are limiting their ability to mobilize, but there are still uprisings all across the kingdom. They seem to be centered around Kuei-ji.
It seems that leaving the kingdom in your hands in anticipation of such a calamity was an excellent decision on my part. To stop this chaos from spreading any further, we must eliminate the Shanyue.
I am at your command.
I'd like to agree with your judgment here. But are you sure this is the right decision, Lord Sun Quan? I guess, if there ever was a time to speak my mind, it's right now. Driving out the Shanyue won't bring an end to the fighting.
What do you mean, Huanggai?
During the reign of Lord Sun Ca, I was tasked with negotiating with the Shanyue. I spoke with them directly, and we even drank together as friends. Lord Sun Quan, if you tried to get to know them better, you would understand. The Shanyue are just like the people of Wu at heart. They live just as we do. They love their families in the same way. And like us, they will pick up weapons to protect their homeland. And right now, we're trying to suppress them by force and threatening to take away all that they love. I don't think you will ever be able to bring a true end to the Shanyue uprisings with that approach.
Some of what you say does ring true, but whatever the circumstances, they have come to attack Wu and are therefore not worthy of mercy. They are a threat to our kingdom.
Tell us, Lord Huanggai, what exactly would you have us do? Are we to hand over all of the territory conquered by our previous leaders? I don't think any of us would find that even remotely acceptable.
I will take some time to consider our approach to dealing with the Shanyue. But whatever we ultimately do, we cannot ignore those who have become victims of this conflict through no fault of their own. If only for their sake, we should prepare to establish our presence on the battlefield.
I wonder, just how handsome is this officer with the clear-eyed gaze that everyone talks about?
Oh, it's you. I'm perfectly fine, before you ask. Well, I answered anyway, just in case. After what happened to Father, and then letting that bastard Gan Ning get away. Everyone just keeps telling me to rest and mourn. But it's not like I can gain any sense of closure after everything that happened. What makes it worse is that I could have stopped it. Had I been stronger. I mean, if I had your gift for reading the flow of battle, then... Please, I have to ask before things get any worse. Will you train me? My father respected you. I know you can help me better myself. No preamble, huh? But I was hoping you'd say something like that. I'd love to get started right away, but I need to say one thing before we do. It is truly a great relief that you are here with me now. I've come to rely on you more than I had first thought. I hope you'll stay with me. And then perhaps this little fledgling will manage to drag himself out of the mud. Somehow I feel that with you beside me, it isn't so far-fetched that one day I will take flight. I guess you will do for an opponent. How's about a one-on-one? Try this on for size. Try this.
Time to end this.
Guess I let my guard down.
The enemy officer has been defeated. Whoa. Looking rough. Looking rough. Whoa. Looking rough.
I heard Lord Huang Gai raised objections against fighting the Shan Yue. He even had a bit of an argument with Lord Zhou Yu earlier. Why would he ever even think such a thing, let alone say it out loud?
Who knows? In my opinion, there was no reason to give up our chance to kill Huan Zu if we weren't even going to fight this battle on our own land. But Lord Huang Gai has long served the Sun clan. I don't think he would suggest such a thing based on emotion alone.
I really want to believe that, but there are many strange rumors going around about Lord Huang Gai. Some of them even go back to the days of Lord Sun Jian.
Rumors?
Yeah, like the one about how he isn't satisfied serving the House of Sun, or the one about him being with Lord Sun Jian when he passed.
Lord Huchi, you would do well not to speak so carelessly. But if those rumors are really spreading among our ranks, I think it might be worth reporting them to Louis Meng and the others.
The people of Wu have spent a long time risking their lives to protect the innocent from Shan Yue's... And after all that, they are suddenly told to treat them as equals. It is only natural that such strange rumors would spread among them.
That may be the case, but it doesn't mean Huang Gai intended to cause harm with the suggestion.
For my part, there is much in Huang Gai's plan regarding the Shan Yue that I cannot agree with. But it is not prudent for everyone to fawn over the opinion of a single man. Someone must speak out as he did for there to be a proper discussion.
But won't letting these rumors spread among our ranks affect the morale of our soldiers? After all, we even had to give up our defeating Huan Zu, only to find ourselves waiting around back in Wu.
What are your thoughts on the matter? We are all finding Lord Huang Gai's idea very difficult to accept. Even so, his bond with the Shan Yue runs very deep, possibly much deeper than you could imagine. They have been our enemy on the battlefield. Half measures will not be enough to bring about peace.
We have a duty to offer our Lord our opinions so that he can make better judgments. If you still take issue with Huang Gai's stance, even after taking that into account, go and debate him one-on-one.
Right. I'm sure Lord Suan Chuen himself would prefer an open and honest approach in this situation.
There's been no end to the arguing, has there? You seem tired out by it as well.
The simple fact is that there are now many more people in Wu. It's inevitable that disagreements will arise. Debating what's right will not provide any answers, because what is right depends entirely upon each individual's beliefs. However, a ruler must possess the ability to unite those ideas about what is right into a single force. This has made things several degrees more difficult for Lord Sun Quan, and for us who assist him, compared to the days of Sun Ce's rule.
I know. I get worried sometimes. I believe in Chuen and every one of you, of course. It's just that we seem to have become so disunited. I wonder, what would Father and Sua have done?
The living cannot speak for the dead. But if one were to imagine what their approach would have been, they might not have done anything, and just watched.
Done nothing?
Sometimes, after a clash of opinions between many different people, a new solution to the problem becomes evident. That was something both Lord Sun Jian and Sun Ce knew well and appreciated. And that is why I don't feel concerned. In fact, Lord Sun Quan's approach may be even better at building a consensus than that of his predecessors. As one of Wu's strategists, it is my duty to believe in him, and also in myself, so that we may devise ways to win any battle.
My brothers have been truly lucky to have had you as their advisor, Zhou. I know it is way past due, but please allow me to thank you.
You give me too much credit, Princess. I'm here because I chose to be by their side. Let's begin. Now.
No.
Right.
Yes.
Don't let me down now.
There's still so much unrest in these lands. We cannot avert our eyes from the truth. We must also quell the rebellion. If we want to discover what kind of kingdom...
The enemy officer has been defeated.
An expeditious advance is essential to our cause. Onward, everyone! In march at once!
The enemy officer has been defeated.
No matter how many times they knock us down, we will always rise again.
The enemy officer
is our
has been
foundation.
defeated. The enemy officer has been defeated.
Cannot exist if we fail to win the hearts of Shan Yu.
This territory
Unification of the land cannot be achieved by force alone, after all.
Let's go.
Commence the advance! Finally on equal footing. We better get our pace back.
Go on. The enemy officer has been defeated.
The garrison seems to be drawing enemies towards it. We can pick them off here.
Let's go.
Begin the advance.
officer has been defeated.
I suppose we should consider ourselves lucky that we saw them coming. Very well. Prepare an ambush to strike them just as they arrive.
Lord Huanggai has long kept close ties with the Shan Yue. I would like to believe that it was all in the service of Wu.
We made it! Now it's our turn to join the fray! March forward! There we go!
An ambush here? I cannot allow myself
The
to be
enemy
distracted
officer
from my task.
has been defeated. The enemy officer has been defeated. The enemy officer has been defeated. The enemy officer has been defeated.
Hey, stop attracting everyone's attention! I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that out loud.
Where did I go wrong? Things don't look too
The
good.
enemy officer has been defeated. Let's go.
King of Shan Yue, please lay down your weapon.
The enemy officer has
There
been
to be
defeated.
no more bloodshed between us. I, Huanggai, assure you that all your basic needs shall be met. The leader of Wu has also agreed to this arrangement. So, please.
The enemy
lowered
officer
your head before
has
us?
been defeated.
You are as noble as they say, Lord Huanggai. We will hear your offer.
Some of them are still willing to listen to reason. I'll do everything I can to reach them.
The battle is more intense than I anticipated. I will continue to fight without complaint.
Looks like the battle is in our favor.
The enemy officer
We can now face them without
defeated.
worry.
Let's go.
This territory belongs to us. I can now expand on my strategies.
The enemy
of my
officer
influence.
has been
I haven't
defeated.
gained the trust of the other chieftains yet.
So, Lord Huanggai has convinced the Shan Yue soldiers to leave. This territory is ours. But his actions were reckless. I'll have to remind him to be more careful later.
Let's go.
We made it in time. We'll ambush them right here. Damn it. Our efforts weren't enough.
I will be the light that guides you on. Always at the vanguard. Always striving to be the strongest.
Proper strategy can overcome any obstacle.
I've been waiting. The enemy officer has been defeated.
Done it then! Blue Warriors got the three people. A little rash to be charging in alone for the sake of valor. Guess you want to die.
Charge! This land belongs to us! Bring down the intruder, Sun Quan!
Begin advancing! Here we go!
The enemy officer has been defeated. This territory
Right where we want
is ours.
Go now! Attack! Make them wish they had never come here!
Ambush? Knew we were coming?
The enemy officer has been defeated.
The tide has turned.
The enemy officer has
All
been
forces
defeated.
advance on the
enemy
enemy.
officer.
This is
has
our
been
chance
defeated.
to cut through their ranks.
Let's go.
Forward march.
That an officer? You must be kidding!
The enemy officer has been defeated. Now. Let's go.
The end of the rebellion is in sight. Everyone, keep fighting through to the end.
The enemy officer.
Mountains well disappeared. Do not perish in vain. Flee now. Leave the rest of this battle to me.
It's become foggy here.
March cautiously, everyone.
The loss of Sunsa has not deterred you from your quest to rule by force. So be it.
Let's go.
I will eliminate another leader of Wu.
I've lost sight of the others.
Let's go.
This fog is very strange. No good can come of this.
Yeah.
There you are, Zuluan. You're hell-bent on standing in my way, aren't you? Then, you'd best be prepared to fight. This is our destiny as guardians of peace. You thought Sunsa would rise to greatness. Better well now he's dead. So why do you continue to fight for Wu? This my last. Why don't you remember? How can you? Do you mean to kill me, Zuluan? It would be a fitting end. But first, there's one thing I never could understand. After this, I will ask nothing more. So tell me, with the little conqueror slain, Wu has lost all of its heroes. Those left are no longer capable of heroism. They simply wield their strength as their lord commands. In spite of this, you follow the path of Wu. For what, and for whom, do you fight? So you believe that Sun Quan can unite the world in peace? Do you really think he has what it takes to achieve such a feat? We've always lived as dogs on the leash of tyranny, forced to partake in slaughter after slaughter for what is said to be some great cause. The screams of those who fell at our hands, the grief of the villagers. Surely even you have heard the pain we left in our wake. And yet, you still shamelessly cling to the powers that bind you. I have nothing left to say to you. Hurry up and kill me.
No, do not kill him.
Sun Quan.
It's just as you say. There are no heroes in Wu. I'll never be anywhere near as great as my father and brother.
And on my own, I'd be lucky to be able to protect myself, let alone bring prosperity to an entire kingdom under my rule. However, I am not alone. I'm surrounded by people of wisdom and bravery, and I know that together, we can accomplish anything. This might seem like a ploy to win you over, but all who reside in our kingdom support each other as a family. And together, we will be a force for good, bringing peace to our world. That is my dream for the future of Wu.
You dare say such things after how brutally you crushed the Shan Yue. You are arrogant beyond redemption.
Yes, I suspected you might say as much. Bai Luan, was it? Just watch and you'll see. I will make every last member of the Shan Yue, and even you, into heroes who fight for peace.
You've allowed me into your leader's tent without restraints? What are you thinking? Hurry up and kill us. You needn't spare anyone. I would rather even our children be put to death than raised under the oppression of Wu.
Oppression? I do not intend to oppress anybody.
Even if that is true, you have defeated us and are trying to control us through force. That is a fact. There can be no lasting peace between your people and mine. We are too different to coexist in the same territory.
According to who? Is that meant to be self-evident? Or do you claim it based on historical precedent? Either way, that goes against my wishes.
Your wishes?
What I wish for is a kingdom where all those who live in Jiangdong respect and help one another. I do not intend to force anything upon the Shan Yue, so long as you do not point your blades at us. In fact, I want to learn from your wisdom. We do not know how to survive in the wilderness as you do.
How self-centered. You can speak of ideals all you like, but there are many whose anger will not be placated.
I am willing to bear the brunt of all their discontent. For all my other failings as a leader, I can at least do that. Let's end this strife between the Shan Yue and Wu. Starting today, we shall be one, living alongside and helping one another.
Your desire for peace appears to be genuine.
It is. And you should know that once I form an agreement, I ensure it is honored. There will be no chance to withdraw.
Not so weak-willed after all. Now, you have me curious about this Wu you dream of. But, if you ever make another attempt to oppress us...
I am aware. I will do everything I can to maintain your trust.
In striving for peace, anyone from a lord to a peasant may be called a hero. He has forged alliances not only with his clan's bitter foes of old, the Shan Yue, but even with me. It's impressive, I admit. That's Sun Quan. He's an interesting man. More capable than I thought he might be, at least. He has not the bravery of Sun Qian or Sun Ce. I see why you were drawn to him. When you decided to place your faith in the hero of the Sun clan, I thought for sure you were mistaken. But in spite of everything you forgot, I suppose your memories of Juha were enough to guide you down the right path. Don't be ridiculous. Have you forgotten who killed your chosen hero? Zuluan, you must use your unique skills to help your lord and save all those who are suffering amidst the chaos. If Sun Quan ever errs in his ways, correct them. If you fail to do so, I shall do my duty as a guardian of peace and punish you both. I will not walk alongside you. After all, is it not the role of a guardian of peace to keep watch over the powerful from the shadows and ensure that they do not go astray?
Those who have been long divided must unite, while those who have been long united must diverge. Thus has it always been for empires and their people alike. Guardian of peace, the time has come to part ways. One will champion heroes, striving to bring peace to the world. The other will lurk in the shadows, keeping the heroes true to their path. That is the new way of the Guardians of Peace. And thus shall our purpose be fulfilled. This is the last time I appear before you. Yes, farewell. Zuluan, you must go now. Let your eyes guide you along your true path and carry all that has been entrusted to you.
I hear many of the Shan Yue have surrendered to Wu, and it appears things have remained peaceful.
Surprising, given how deep their animosity was. Is this a testament to Lord Sun Quan's skills, or...
He only agreed to peace because, in a fit of temper, I suggested I'd have no part in a war against them.
You call that a fit? But looking back on Lord Sun Quan's words, I feel that this may have been the right choice.
Hold on, there's one thing I need to say before we end the conversation. Huang Gai, don't you think you've been stealing all the attention lately?
That may be so, but it seems that this time I've stood out in a negative way. My words and actions have created a rift in the kingdom, and I must accept responsibility for that. Even so, I don't intend to stop voicing my opinions, because that type of open discussion is what we should strive to achieve in Wu. If for some reason my voice is ever silenced, then...
Hey, stop with that nonsense, Huang Gai. Remember, what must you do above all else? Lord Sun Quan has entrusted you with governing Shan Yue, That's a major task you ought to focus on.
Right. Stop being so gloomy about everything, or you'll make Zhou Yu irritable again. Although, I suppose I can't talk. I've been pretty negative myself.
You're right. I have duties I ought to be focusing on before anything else.
Lord Han Dong does so much for such little recognition. He deserves...
Now that Jiangdong is at last peaceful, our next military objective will be...
To defeat Huangzu once and for all? Surely? I doubt anyone would disagree.
I hope you're not saying that because of your personal vendetta.
Ling Tong wanting to avenge his father is no different than how all of us wish to take revenge for Lord Sun Jian. If such objectives remain unfulfilled, the morale of our troops will suffer.
I'm also in favor of going to war with Huangzu. It's high time we settled things.
Likewise. I should very much like to see him slain. However, as the leader of Wu, I must weigh up the benefits and drawbacks of that decision. I do not think we should rush into a war with him, unless we stand to benefit in a significant way.
If that's your concern, then you needn't fret, as his territory is in Qing province. It has immense strategic value. Cao Cao has conquered Hubei after defeating Yuan Shao at Guandu, and is now looking to expand south, starting with Qing.
There are also signs that he had a hand in the rebellion in Lujiang. The threat he poses is becoming more and more immediate. The proposal makes military sense. We'd be removing a threat, solidifying our foundations, and positioning ourselves to be ready for war.
Indeed, Lord Zhou Yu, always taking the words out of my mouth. We should take Xiakou, then conquer Qing, and finally invade Bashu, to control the entirety of the southern half of the realm.
Lord Lu Su, did you really just say what I think you did?
Tell me, why would we do all of that?
It would be a means of protecting the people of Wu from Cao Cao. Cao Cao controls virtually the whole of the north, and if we take all of the south, he'll become unable to move against us.
A daring plan, to say the least. That path could lead to our lord controlling the entire realm.
Me? Controlling the realm?
You are very much capable of such a thing, my lord. Each and every one of us believes that.
So I have your trust. Then our next objective shall be Xiakou in Jing province. We will bring down Huangzu and avenge my father. Things have escalated quickly. In truth, I thought ruling the realm might one day be our aim. But now that I've heard those words from the others, the sheer weight of that idea is mind-boggling. I thought I was, but I suppose I'm actually quite the coward. But
But at the same time, I know that I must pull myself together if I'm to rally the others. Everyone is excited about taking down Huangzu, at the prospect of conquest and revenge. However, it seems evident to me that I am perhaps the one who most desperately wishes to see him dead. When I avenge our father, which is something even my brother could not do, I may finally be able to see myself as their equal. I think then I will be able to consider even greater ambitions without fear or hesitation. When Sa died, I realized that I'm the selfish kind of man at heart. I want to share in the sadness, the anger, the passion felt by the others. But I always end up choosing the most logical or convenient path for me. But in this upcoming battle, I will defeat Huangzu, no matter what. Then, I will be able to move forward as the leader of Wu. I will be relying on your skills out there.
Let's begin. Now.
Yes.
Don't let me down now. We will defeat our longtime nemesis and advance yet further. This battle will decide the future of our kingdom. There is no reason for us to fear Huangzu now. We shall capture the enemy's bases, one by one. Commence the advance.
The enemy officer has been defeated. Be reckless.
I know, Lord Liu-Mon. I will take down Gan Ning. This territory with certainty.
An expeditious advance is essential to our cause. Onward, everyone! We march at once!
Managed to make it equal, it looks like. Now, it's on.
The enemy officer has been defeated. Now! The enemy officer.
Let me teach you what happens when you charge into things head first.
The enemy officer has been defeated. I have taken this area.
This territory is
No matter
ours.
how many times you attack, we will send you running right back home! Let's march!
Keep moving forward just like we planned. We will set off their trap and get them to lower their guard.
Stop attracting
Everyone's
everyone's attention!
Has been defeated.
Sorry, I didn't mean to say that out loud.
Will serve as backup.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
This territory is ours.
Just as Lord Zhou Yu said, all of you, Stay calm.
Advance! All of you, follow me!
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Very nice.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Keep up the good work. I know how to get
the enemy officer has been defeated. The enemy officer has been defeated. The enemy officer has been defeated.
I have defeated the enemy officer.
This territory is ours. Let's go.
Just work strong enough.
All of the enemy officer
Come with me.
has been
We're
defeated.
going to lay waste to the enemy's stronghold.
This territory is ours.
Forward march! Let's go.
The enemy front has overextended. Good. Send out the ships! We're going after Sun Quan!
Looks like it's finally our time to shine.
Let's go!
Advance! The enemy officer has been defeated. Let's go.
A little rash to be charging it alone for the sake of valor. Guess you want to die.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Stop their advance!
I've been waiting for this. This territory is ours.
Keep calm. It's not much of a trap if we know it's coming.
Non-Ming, we have the perfect use for a brute like yourself. Tear into the enemy forces and get to Sun Quan!
Pompous little... Forget it. I'll do my job. Simple as that.
Advance!
There he is at last. He is mine.
With all my might.
Advance now.
So Ling Tong has gone after Gan Ning. I should also make a move. We'll take an enemy ship and enter into their stronghold.
Commence the advance! Oh my
So, it's you. I should have expected this. Needless to say, no holding back. There be no regrets or grudges when this is over.
So, you're coming after this ship, are you? I'll face you!
Prepare yourself, Gan Ning. I, Ling Tong, will have my revenge.
Let's get serious.
The son of that officer. So you want revenge? Well, I'm not just going to hand myself over to you on a platter.
They've taken the bait. Go, and eradicate them! Such an obvious trap won't faze us in the slightest! Now, push them back!
shouldn't rush it.
You are a
The
true
enemy officer
warrior of the
has
Three
been
Kingdoms.
Looks like I got a bit carried away. Time to retreat.
They're strong. Tigers they proclaim to be.
Keep pushing to the end. The enemy's main hold is right in front of us. Now, advance! Wait here. We need to make sure it's safe.
The ship is now ours. Prepare to set sail. The enemy officer has been defeated.
Anyone who is willing to join the assault on their stronghold, gather here.
Damn it. We weren't able to get Gan Ning. First things first, we must finish this battle. Advance now.
Now's our chance. Begin the ambush! Got this.
Fought off the enemy's offensive. Let us advance as well.
Forward march!
Lord Remember, we are ready to sail.
The enemy officer left behind has been defeated.
And we will head straight for their base.
The enemy was one step ahead. Can't believe this.
Good. The enemy has been wiped out. Then it's time to take the fight to Huangzu once more. Commence the advance. We're being pushed back. This rate, there is no reason to stay on the defensive.
Instead attack. Repel them. And engage in a counterattack. Start the advance.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Chop chop. Let's show them what we can do.
The time is ended. I give up. The enemy officer will resist no further. Has been defeated.
At last, we will be able to avenge our former lord. For us of the old guard, nothing could be more satisfying.
It does not lessen your regret. Still,
The enemy officer
will allow us
has
some
been
closure
defeated.
of sorts if we can hunt him down.
It is high time we brought this to a conclusion. Once we do, our kingdom can finally look forward to the future.
I challenge you to battle. Prepare yourself.
You've done it.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
It almost feels like we're invincible. We absolutely must take advantage.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
So their fangs have finally reached me. Perhaps this was inevitable.
I've been bested. Well, at least I made a mark on the battlefield. I've got nothing more to say. Whatever happens now, it's up to you. We finally done it.
We've defeated our nemesis. Shout out in triumph, as fiercely as roaring tigers!
isn't it?
Yes. We have finally avenged our father. And thanks to all of you, I've now accomplished something that even my brother could not do.
Brother, there's something I've been thinking. You ought to believe in yourself more. I'm not sure anyone other than you could have succeeded in defeating Huangzu.
I'm not so sure. But I'd like to believe you're right. Whatever the case may be, we shall no longer be haunted by our father's death. We can move forward as a kingdom. Let us continue to pursue our path to a safer and more prosperous nation.
Right. We have a lot to live up to. We mustn't forget, even for a moment, our pride as members of the Sun clan.
We will lay down our arms and surrender. None of us wish to give our lives for Huangzu.
Quite the rationalist.
My service to him was bought with coin. I'm not so dutiful as to die for such a man.
Gunning, what about you?
I mean, I'd rather live, but...
Good. That makes things simpler. And even if you did give yourself up, I wouldn't have accepted your surrender.
I'm not surprised. I've got nothing to say as long as you take Su Fei in. So go on. Take your revenge. We all know that when you go into battle, there will be hatred on both sides. And when the dust settles, the loser rarely forgives the victor. That's why I won't beg for my life, nor will I apologize for killing your father.
Well, that is a rational outlook. My lord, executing someone as formidable as Gan Ning would be a waste. He would surely prove himself extremely valuable to our kingdom.
Wait a minute, Lord Zhou Yu. You cannot be serious.
I am sorry, Ling Tong. But I was thinking the same thing.
Lord Sun Quan, you have taken your revenge by defeating Huangzu. But I still haven't avenged my own father.
I know. I know how bitter and miserable you feel. But for now, I want you to direct that hatred at me instead. I cannot bring myself to have him executed after seeing his strength firsthand. I know it may be hard to stomach. But for Wu to make progress, we must gather as many soldiers as we can, and even let go of our grudges if need be. That is why we made peace with the Shanyue the way we did. And you are wise. You must know this already.
But Lord Sun Quan,
Ling Tong, wait!
Are you sure? I would be like kindling in Wu. One wrong step, and I'll end up burning the whole place down.
If you are kindling, then we just need to find the right use for you. We need men with experience in naval combat, and you certainly have that.
Oh, and what for?
The major warlords in the realm are preparing to fight over Jing province. Myself included.
Bringing Lord Ling Cao's killer into the fold, and then asking Ling Tong to fight alongside him. That is rather cruel.
I suppose there's no way I can keep my distance from him now. While I understand his resentment toward me, he acts so aggressively I can't help but wonder if he still intends to kill me.
Since I prefer to avoid injury or death, I was hoping I could ask you for some advice.
Sorry to say, the only help I can give is handling the aftermath of your fights. In the end, the two of you are going to have to resolve things on your own. Still, Ling Tong may be young, but he has a sense of how things ought to be. And he knows full well that Wu needs you. The only question is whether he can make his heart obey his mind.
So what? I need to appeal to his emotions somehow? I wouldn't really have a clue how to go about that. I'm telling you, we need to get this sorted out, or one of us is going to end up out of action for good.
If you're going to clash with one another, why not choose a way that won't put your lives at risk? Like a game of Go.
Me? Play Go?
Ling Tong's quite the master at that game. You won't have a chance unless you practice a lot.
I'd never be able to beat him.
Well, that's too bad. Whatever you do, you're going to have to prove in earnest and through action that you're someone worthy of his trust. Anyway, look after him, will you? You're much more battle-hardened than he is.
I suppose I'll have to. I'll just have to be careful not to aggravate him, though.
Looks like Lord Zhou Yu's busier than ever. I sure hope he's not tiring himself out.